hello and welcome to another episode with me, your host, Randa Carrabba, on the PowHerful Women Podcast channel. Today we are going to be talking about accelerated content strategy for yummy, juicy, increased sales that are faster than ever, typically on average 3 to 12 months faster than normal marketing campaigns. And I'm going to be telling you, you don't need more views. You need to convert the views that you already have. So stop thinking you need more followers, you need more views. You just need to turn the ones that you already have into paying clients. And honestly, right now is the time for new accounts, small creators, just people starting out to really come in and make a boom because of trust factor, okay? If you can be a newer, smaller creative or business owner that's coming online that can show social proof in terms of your testimonials, your feedback, the way that you create happy clients or returning customers, you actually have one up on some of us that have bigger followings because people think that we're just saying things because we're getting paid, okay? So I am really overhearing that I don't have enough followers. You could literally start a brand new account today, okay? And I promise you can monetize from it, okay? So let's dive into this. You can go ahead and comment the word podcast or grab it in the show notes below for my free passive digital income checklist that comes with a free video training showing you exactly how I've also helped thousands create recurring income online. And as a bonus, there's going to be the top 25 best-selling digital products of 2024 in there, okay? So you don't need more views. You just need to convert the views that you already have into paying clients. Views do not equal paying clients. Neither do vanity metrics equal sales. Okay, I literally need like a sticky note on my forehead that says this. I would say tattoo, but I'm not getting a tattoo of that. But I am going to keep preaching this to y'all, okay? It's really simple, but it actually becomes very hard for you to let go of views and vanity metrics. And this is why. You're viewing them as a security blanket. Like you think, oh, if I get a lot of views or if this performs really well, then it shows other people I know what I'm talking about, or people want what I have, or people are buying from me or engaging with me. And that's not always the case because I literally know people who have millions of followers, hundreds of thousands of views that struggle to monetize online. And then there are people with less than 500 followers, less than 1,000 followers who are literally creating back-to-back 5-figure clients. Just like my client Dusty last week. Or 2 weeks ago. It was right when she came into Digital Profit Queens. The day after she went through her first live class with me, she woke up to her dream client that followed her from her reel, from a scheduled reel, had gone to her website and filled out for a consult call, did the consult call, landed this 5-figure client, and she did 2 more of those all within 5 days. And she has less than 900 followers. 800 something followers and landed 3 5-figure clients within 5 days. 3 5-figure clients within 5 days. That's a lot of 3s and 5s. So let me tell you, it's really simple, but it's hard for you to let go of views and vanity metrics because you're viewing it like a security blanket. You're thinking other people see how many views this gets or see how popular it is, and that is my security. No, I'm going to tell you what your actual security is for your accelerated content strategy, okay? And remember, all views are not created equally. Like even me, this time last year, I really started transitioning and pivoting a lot more into business education. Because let me tell you, people who want to grow businesses or people who are online business owners, and me having their attention or them seeing me as an authority figure, whether they're growing a business within one of my companies, because I do have that capability, which obviously helps me grow my company. But people like this are high performers, and typically they have more money to spend or more skin in the game in terms of growing their online business. Plus, that's who I like talking to better. And so some of those are my lowest like vanity metrics because people still like to see like mindless stuff, right? A lot of like high viewed stuff is mindless, okay? So stop thinking that views equal sales. That is not the case, okay? So if you're stuck on views or vanity metrics or you don't know how to post to convert sales and you think like whatever you're doing is not working, then here's what you're doing. You're either not posting, which means you're losing potential leads, clients, and juicy sales that you're wanting, or you don't know how or what or how to position your content for ready to buy clients. So you're just like literally throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're doing tips and tricks and hacks and trying to get all these views without really speaking to empowered buyers that are ready to spend their money with you. Okay. And that is kind of like my superpower and my specialty is I like speaking to people who are ready to spend money with me, and not only to spend money with me, but ready to become one of my next success stories, because the success stories that I create within my business are what helps my business to grow even more. And that's the impact that I want to create. I don't only want to have someone as a paying client take their money. I want to turn them into a success story. Whatever I'm serving them with, I want them to be like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed. This helped solve my exact solution that I was looking for. You sped it up. You made it easier for me. Thank you so much, Randa. That's exactly what I thrive on doing, okay? So both of those options, either not posting, which means you're losing leads and clients and juicy sales, or not knowing how to post for actually ready to pay clients, both of those options simply suck. They just do, okay? So here's what you should be doing for your security blanket. Like if you're like, I need a security blanket publicly and I need to like create more sales with my online social strategy, this is the exact security blanket you need. I'm about to give it to you. Get your notebook out or comment the word podcast or grab the podcast link from the show notes below and you'll get this sent straight to you. Number one, you need to know exactly who you are speaking to. You need dream client alignment as cruciality. I don't even know if cruciality is a word, but this is the foundation. If you don't know who you're speaking to and who your dream client is, who are you creating content for? And alongside with that, you also need to know your powerful and magnetic brand voice. Specifically, you need to be using storytelling because this is what client prospects remember. They remember stories way more than analytics or statistics, okay? So without a brand voice or a dream client alignment, how would you even know who or what or how to post? You probably don't have a content strategy that is converting into sales. So you probably are just trying to chase more followers, more views, thinking that's going to solve it, but that's not going to solve it. That's not, okay? Because you don't need more followers or more views. You just need to convert the ones that you already have, okay? So past that, number 1 and 2 with dream client alignment, who you're talking to, and what your powerful magnetic brand voice is. Then we need to have a like to know trust funnel. Sales do not happen in 2024 without a trust funnel or without trust. Authenticity, authority, all of these things, okay? So you've got to have a like to know trust funnel in order for trust to happen, but also to get your dream client off of an app that you don't own. You don't own your Instagram followers. You don't own anything on Instagram. And then you need to get them into a marketing client list that you do in fact own. Hello, digital real estate. Don't worry, I teach you everything, okay? Then the next thing is you need to be the authoritative go-to figure. You need to be the go-to person that people think of in your industry or your business or your product, your service or solution, whatever your business is that you provide. You need to show up so much and so profoundly with such authority and such boldness and such activation, as well as clearly social proof showing all that you do. When you're the go-to person, then when someone's like, I need this, who do I go to? Randa. Like I get so many people in my DMs that are like, I need help with my content strategy. What I'm doing is not working. And they wait till their pain is like enough to where they're like, I'm done. I need to figure this out. I know Randa's been posting about this for a year, but I wasn't ready then. Now I'm ready, so let me go straight to Randa. She's who I need to go to. Boom. So without these 5 steps, your organic content, yeah, you might focus on getting high views, but it's going to be crickets for sales. And I don't know about you. I would rather low views and high sales than vice versa. Okay? So remember, a lot of highly viewed content is mindless. It's easy to go viral with mindless content. It's hard to create content that speaks directly to your profound dream client with your brand voice in a way that the sale can be made automatically without you, all based on your dream client's ready to act, I'm done moment. Okay? It's so good. Okay. So you need to get a content strategy that works for you. And if you don't have one, I actually teach my students how to create their strategies similar to how I create my own. And I'm going to break this down for you. Number 1, you need 3 content pillars. And you're going to stick to those content pillars. Yes, there are sub pillars underneath there. And don't worry, in my magnetic messaging class, I go over and show you exactly what my content pillars are, what my sub pillars are, my dream client alignment, how you can go through the exact steps of what I've done so that you can implement it into your business, your brand voice, your content. And that's all within Digital Profit Queens. So instead of just getting one of my classes, you get all of my classes, new classes all the time, all of my challenges for social media, my entire community of other students that are learning alongside you. So there's daily engagement. It's so good. So good. If you're not in Digital Profit Queens, you need to come on in, girl. Okay. So you need to stick to your 3 content pillars, 3 sub pillars, and that's all you're going to post. You're not going to post these other random things. You are building a business or a personal brand, or you're not just randomly posting anymore. That is gone, done. So a couple years ago. Now, you need to know your dream client like the back of your hand. I was talking about that dream client alignment. Like, you need to know what her life looks like now. You need to know what life looks like after she does business with you. You need to be able to paint the picture of exactly what you're going to solve for her. You've got your 3 content pillars and your sub pillars. You've got to know your dream client like literally the back of your hand. Then the types of posts that you're making within these content pillars need to be authority, activation, and education. Boom, boom, boom. Don't worry, I teach you everything. Ambition marketing. Pain point marketing is so yuck and dull. And all it does is bring about people who still want to like whine and complain or be heard about their pains, which those are real, those are valid. The pains need to be heard, but they're still in like a 3 to 12 month window before they're even done with their pains and actually wanting to be like a paying client or actually implement this solution into their life. So I actually speed up the process and know how to speak to like right when they are starting to actively search for exactly what they want, okay? That way, if our content is positioned there, then we don't have to do this 3 to 12 months of people deciding that they're tired of their pains or still in their pains or want to be heard by their pains. Because, yeah, I solve pains. We don't stay in pains around here. I solve them. Okay, so that's why we use ambition marketing with the I'm done moment so that you are speaking to the person who is ready to become a paid client, like right away. Boom, 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 okay? Then you are always speaking to your singular dream client. You are not making posts talking about just yourself or sharing about you and your family and what y'all are doing or speaking to the masses or speaking to the haters or speaking to all these other things. Your post needs to speak to your singular dream client. And let me tell you what, I know that it becomes like, oh my gosh, Randa, like if I speak to one person, then there's so many people I'm leaving out. No. When you speak to everybody, nobody feels like, oh my gosh, she's speaking straight to me. But when you speak directly to your singular dream client and so profoundly, then she's like, oh my gosh, she is speaking straight to me. And that is so much more electric, so much more magnetic. And that puts you on the map for the choice when they are ready to spend their money. Because timing's everything with them, okay? It's another thing. I'm not salesy. I'm not pushy. I know it's inevitable. You watching this right now, you are going to do business with me if you haven't already. And that's going to be on your time frame. When you're ready, then you're going to come on in. I've got everything positioned and set for you. Then not only am I going to not have to push the sale onto you, but you're going to come in with such energy when you're ready that you're like, Randa, I'm going to be your next success client. And you are. And then that's going to drive my business sales even more. Okay? I know all of this. And don't worry, I help you position your business the exact same way. Now, every one of your posts is always going to have a CTA, call to action for the next step, no-brainer freebie, to where it's positioned exactly like, well, duh, this is like the next thing I need and it's free, so let me go ahead and get this, which that is actually exactly how you're going to position your freebie with a no-brainer paid offer with your email marketing, okay? So it's all sales psychology with strategy all put in together so it works magically for you. Like autopilot is really, really a thing, okay? Then you're going to have time sensitivity and price urgency. Oh, this is good. It makes people act like when they're ready, then they're like, I got to get it now. Now. Add to cart, upsell, cross sell. Let me add to it. I want all of it now. Okay? Because the ready to buy energy is the best. That's why my DMs are filled with, I'm in. I can't wait to be your next success story. Oh my gosh, Randa, I'm so excited to work with you. I create it just like that. And I'm really good at helping others create that too. Just like Dusty, who landed her 3 5-figure clients with under 900 followers within the first 5 days after her first live class with me. Just like Kelly landed her first one-on-one high-ticket dream client with a brand new account. I think she's got maybe 300 or 400 followers. Kaylee just had her first 10,000 plus month on autopilot, working less than ever, spending less than an hour a day, Monday through Friday on Instagram. And this is what she's doing. And then Brooke gaining clients while she's on vacay. Danica has doubled her profits, grown her client list 12 times, and just hit 10,000 followers. Okay? So my posts are positioned to build community, trust, and create sales on autopilot. Okay? And this is exactly what I teach my students. Now, I need to tell you this. None of this happens without this one thing. Can anybody guess what it is? If you do not have client proof, testimonials, transformations, ways to show that you create happy clients who are so happy with the money they spent with you, they got more than they could have ever expected in the product, service, solution, or education that you provided, and they want to come back to you more and more, my gosh, that is literally what puts all the cherry on top for these literally juicy sales in the form of milkshakes with lots of whipped cream, and then the cherries on top. That's exactly what it is. It literally, if you have all this stuff created and positioned all throughout your content, all throughout your bio, all throughout your email marketing, all throughout your sales pages, honey, it is just a matter of time before you say and go on autopilot and cha-ching, 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 and it gets to be fun and it gets to be great energy, and your clients get to be so excited and happy to work with you. Then they're like so electric, because by the time they come in, they're like, I can't wait. I'm excited. This is exactly what I want. They weren't pushed into a sale. No, they are ready. Then they're like, I'm becoming a success story. You gain them as a success story. And then boom, that fuels your economic engine of so much online money. Okay. So here's the thing. Typically my clients who come in to me say that they're ready to create more income online or increase their sales. But the thing is, I'm like, are you really ready? And that's not like a harsh, that's just like a little bit of tough love. So for what I do with my students, I actually want to like lay out for you some questions that you need to ask yourself to know if you're actually ready, or if you think you're ready versus being actually ready, okay? Because again, when you're actually ready, you act, you do, you show up, you spend, you pay, all the things. And that's who I love to talk to. Okay, so if you're growing a personal brand, we've already said this, you only need to be posting your content pillars within your personal brand. Stop with all the random things like that. It can go on your Facebook page, that can go on your email to all your family or whatever, on your little personal blog maybe that you have. But if you're growing a business or a personal brand, we need to stick to that. Your content pillars, all the ways that I've just told you how to post. Now, here are the honest questions you need to ask yourself to know if you're ready to create more impact and income online. Like, I know you say you want more sales, but are you actually ready? So these are the honest questions you need to ask yourself. Number one, do you know your unique brand voice, and do you know who your dream paying client is? The next one, do you show up profoundly with activation focused content that solves the solution for your ready to spend client? The third question you need to ask yourself to know if you're actually ready for the increased sales that you want is, do you spend more time creating, building, and nurturing in your own lane, or do you spend hours consuming others' content rather than working on your own? Okay. Number four, do you think thoughts like, I don't have enough followers, I don't look good enough, this will never actually work for me? Because those thoughts actually come through in the form of your behaviors. Okay. And then number five, is your profile, your content strategy, and your online business positioned and able to make sales automatically when your client is set and ready and so excited to throw her money at you? Because once she's there, you want to capture it right away. So you need to be able to know that at all times someone can come in so excited to your sales funnel and boom. Because trading your time for money, you might not be awake, or you may be traveling, or you may be out of the country. You may be off living your best life when this client's coming in, okay? So we need to have that position. Now, if you answered yes to all of the above, and you're like, Randa, I'm on track with all 5 of these, then all you need to do is reposition your content strategy for empowered buyers who are ready to buy versus pain point marketing, versus that 3 to 12 months where it takes people to kind of like research and figure out, because all of your future paying clients are going through 4 buyer stages before they even come in and buy with you. But we can have all the content positioned to cover the first 3 stages, so that number 4, when it's time to choose and invest on that ready to act moment, boom, you are in. And this actually speeds up the sales process on average 3 to 12 months faster. That's it. So super simple, right? But if you're like, okay, Randa, this is a little over my head, I need help. Well, that's exactly what Digital Profit Queens is for. Come on in. You get access to everything. You learn alongside other students, other rock stars who, you know, some are learning at different speeds. Some are coming in like fast and like binging all the content, because when you create binge-worthy content, man, people love to come in and get it all. And then that's exactly what I've done in my educational container with Digital Profit Queens. You can easily check the highlight on my Instagram story, highlights of Digital Profit Queens, and you will see tons and tons and tons of wins. And we're not even 3 months in. We're creating so many wins because it is so, so good. So there's your solution. If you're like, Randa, I need more help, come on into Digital Profit Queens. But if you're not ready yet, if you answered no to some of these things and you're like, okay, it's kind of on the radar, but I'm not ready, then comment the word passive, and this will get you a freebie, okay? This will give you my free passive digital income checklist and a free video training to show you the exact strategy that I use to make sales and to teach my students how to make sales on autopilot. And it's going to include the top 25 best-selling digital products for 2024. So there, you have a paid solution, you have a free solution, come on in. I am so excited that you listened here. I would love for you to share this episode. Give me feedback on the PowHerful Women Podcast channel, because I love making this resource something that better helps serve and grow and expand each of you. So thank you so much for listening in. Bye, everyone.